If you feed any sound into an oscilloscope, which is a sound measuring instrument, depending upon its frequency, amplitude and other dimensions, it gives out a form. This is how the whole science of what is referred to as mantra, yantra, tantra has been developed.
आपको आनंद देगा इसमें, भैरव में, और उसको आनंद देगा ललित में। ओ नमन सदा जग छवि भार लागे, झुके झुके परत रतनार नाम। ये ललित है, मगर ललित लेडी है। आप इसको सही रूप में कहा जाए तो ललिता है, जो कृष्ण जी की एक अष्ट सखियों में से बड़ी सखी थी। वो डांट भी देती थी कृष्ण जी को कि तुमने राधा के साथ अन्याय किया, ऐसा क्यों किया। शी वॉज द ओनली, अष्ट सखियों में थी, तो ललिता कह सकते हैं। ललित राग है। एग्जाम्पल किसका दूं, याद है? चलिए भैरव का देते हैं। आनंदेश्वर अर्धनारी नटेश्वर, आनंदेश्वर अर्धनारी नटेश्वर, प्रणमो परमेश्वर आदिनाथ तू महेश, आदिनाद तू गणेश, भैरव सर्वभूतेश, आनंदेश्वर, काल काल महाकाल, काल काल महाकाल, जटाजूट रुंडमाल, कंठव्याल मुंडमाल, त्रिशूल डमरू वर कपाल, सुमेरत नर होत निहाल, आनंदेश्वर। ये भैरव है। अब ये कोशिश करके इसको मेल राग बना मतलब इस तरीके से प्रस्तुत करते हैं, और ललित तो गा दिया आपके सामने। तो हमेशा ये राग और रागनियों में ये फ़र्क है कि जो अगर आपको आराधना ज़्यादा करनी हो उस वाले की, तो उसको बहुत पसंद है। सच, हम भैरव में मंत्र तंत्र बहुत गाते हैं। जितने भी क्या कहते हैं ऋचाएँ हैं, वो नियरली भैरव राग के आसपास घूमती है। अगर आप अच्छा मंत्र गाना चाहते हैं तो आपको आनंद देगा इसमें, भैरव में, और उसको आनंद देगा ललित में। ऐसा है। और शास्त्रीय संगीत से भगवान के दर्शन तो हो सकते हैं। हर भक्त गाता है, हर भक्त गाया है। मीरा ने गाया है, तुकाराम ने गाया है, मतलब सूरदास ने गाया है। कोई ऐसा नहीं है जो भक्त कहलाया जिसको भगवान के दर्शन हुए।
No, what he was saying, the other side of it. See, when I was young, when you're young, naturally your body is dominant, you know. So, though my parents are steeped in classical music, we completely hate it, we can't stand it. We are into Western music. Okay, we just… not one time have I ever heard it. If they switch it on, I will go. But the moment I started meditating, suddenly the classical music just became suddenly music for me. What I could not stand. The moment I became quiet, immediately I want to listen to this. It just changed my whole perspective of the sound. Because I became silent within myself, suddenly the Indian classical music became so important for me. And wherever it is, I'm just almost like a beggar, I'm going there to listen. Madurai Mani Iyer is my father's favorite voice. If they turn on Madurai Mani Iyer, me and my brother will run away somewhere. But once I started meditating, there was no way. This is the only thing I could listen to. All the other music just fell apart in my mind. So, the connection between the right utterances of sound and meditation is so right there.
बाबा जी ने खुद सिद्ध कर दिया कि मैं पहले आई वॉज एडिक्टेड टू वेस्टर्न म्यूज़िक एंड जब मैंने ध्यान करना शुरू किया, योगा करना शुरू किया, तो मुझे मैं पता नहीं कब अपने भारतीय संगीत में चला आया। तो ये तो पक्का बता दिया कि भारतीय संगीत इज़ द मेन संगीत है दुनिया का कि जो आपको ऊपर उठाता है। किसी ने मुझको ये कहा कि आप कैसे डिसाइड करते हैं कि राग का टाइम ये है? बहुत साधारण बात है। अगर आप थोड़ा सा माइन्यूटली ध्यान करें तो हवा में वो स्वर घूमते हैं जो हमें राग गाना है, जिसको गाना चाहिए, रादर गाना है नहीं, गाना चाहिए, वो आपको स्वर हवा में सुनने को आते हैं। हर एक राग की श्रुति जो है अपने आप बनती है, जिसको अच्छी सही तालीम है उसको सही अपने आप बनती है। उसको सोचना या कहना नहीं पड़ेगा कि भाई ये देखिए मैं ये श्रुति गा रहा हूँ। अगर उसने कहा कि मैं ये श्रुति गा रहा हूँ तो वहीं खंडित, मतलब ध्यान खंडित होके और वो श्रुति यूँ हो जाएगी। हमारा शास्त्रीय संगीत तो आराम से भगवान तक ले जाता है, क्योंकि ये वेरी शॉर्टकट रूट है। और इसमें अगर आपकी कुछ योग शक्ति आपकी मिल जाए तो अद्वितीय हो जाती है, उसकी डबल शक्ति हो जाती है, आपको रॉकेट में बैठा के ले जाएगा।
From non-existence to existence, the first reverberation itself is a sound. This is not something that only we are talking about in the yogic culture. This is something that's recognized everywhere. Well, the Bible itself starts off like this. First there was a word and the word was with God and the word itself is God. Word is a human interpretation of a sound. Right now, I am only making sounds. You're making up the words because you assume you know English language. When he was talking, I'm sure Elizabeth was sitting there and it was just pure sound for her. There were no words for her. You feel the words if you're chatty, all right? If you become very attentive, you'll feel the sound. If you become absolutely still, then you won't even feel the sound. Everything will be just one pure silence. And everything plays on the surface, but it's just there. Something else far bigger than the sound is just there. Now in the night, if you look up in the sky, you will see a whole cosmos out there, okay? Millions and millions of stars. But you see that only because your eyes are attuned in a certain way. But actually the largest presence out there is emptiness. It's the silence which rules the existence, nothingness which rules the existence. Sound and forms are a small happening. Today modern science goes about proving to you, I'm sure every musician feels it in some way. If you feed any sound in oscilloscope, which is a sound measuring instrument, depending upon its frequency, amplitude and other dimensions, it gives out a form. This is how the whole science of what is referred to as mantra, yantra, tantra has been developed. Mantra is a sound, a pure sound is mantra. A lot of the music that they're doing is pure mantra, no meaning, it's just sound. If you utter a sound, it gives out a form naturally. So if you observe carefully enough, every form is throwing out a certain sound. In this culture, based on this, we created language. Language is not something made up for the sake of communication. Language is like the blueprint of the existence, that what kind of sound does this relate to? The corresponding sound is the name for this form. So if you master the sound, you have mastery over the form. So this whole science of wanting to use the sound as a passageway through the existence. Music is a beautiful way of doing it. There are other hard ways of doing it. Chanting. Chanting is a hard way of doing it, pure science. Music is a beautiful way of doing it. Sounds can be used for well-being, for health. Right now I don't know the names of the raga, I am completely ignorant of those things, but if he sings various ragas, I will tell you, this raga if you sing, your blood pressure will go down right now. And you can check it. 15 minutes raga for the singer and the listener, your blood pressure will go down. These people are experiencing in a concert. They may not be medically, measuring it, but people are experiencing, they listen to something and they become like this. They listen to a certain sound and become loving, they listen to a certain sound and become joyful, they listen to a certain sound and become aggressive. This is happening, isn't it? This is happening, isn't it so? Sounds are creating not only emotions, they also are changing the very chemistry of your system. So what kinds of sounds you're exposed to does various things to you, or what kinds of sounds you are generating also does various things to you. Why? One of the first things that you do if you want to go on spiritual sadhana, first thing is shut up. Because stop uttering all the ugly sounds, just shut up. You just stop talking, so many things about you will change. Simply because you are no more causing the damage by uttering wrong sounds.